Hey guys, Captain Mark Hollywood Johnson here today with the boys from Salt Strong. We're out in the Gulf of Mexico and we're getting ready to show you folks how we like to set up our shark stringer. We do a lot of shark fishing on light tackle. It's all sight fishing, and when you're out here in the Gulf of Mexico, you're not sure what shark can swim up. You have a chance to catch a lemon shark, blacktip shark, spinner shark, bull shark, tiger shark, hammerhead shark, Atlantic sharp-nosed shark, even a giant nurse shark. We're out here in 12 feet of water, middle of nowhere. We got good current, so we're gonna set up a stringer, fresh bait, mackerels and ladyfish, and show you guys how we butterfly it and hang it on our stringer and set up a drift. All right, so stay tuned, here we go. First things first, when we butterfly these fish, the trick to the butterfly is to keep that fish attached to the back, hence the term butterfly. Okay, we'll leave that one. These things are fresh. We just caught these. And once you get these butterflied, we use a oversized clothespin, if you will, paperclip idea, okay? This is gonna slide in through the gills, in through the mouth. Make no mistake, shark fishing can be a little messy, but the freshest bait, the oiliest bait, works the best, okay? We get that set up here, and we deploy it off the side. Now, you can see the water, the oil come right off. You see some scales on the flutter. That is a much better presentation than trying to do it out of a chum bag or whatnot. Being that this is fresh and oily, this is the best scenario to try to bring sharks to the boat. So we're gonna spend a little time out here on the drift and see what happens. Ideally, you want tied into the wind, so that you create a slick and your boat doesn't leave location. So sometimes you can come out here and if you lose your tide or the wind goes calm, it can affect your drift. Your least likely scenario to make it work is when your tide and your drift are exactly the same, because you're moving with the slick and you don't have a chance to have any separation. So we still have a drift going. We're gonna change sides. When you drift and you cover ground, that creates the most natural presentation. When you're on the anchor, that works when you have no choice, which we might end up doing here since we lost our wind. So that is, but that is one thing. You like to be able to drift, keeps the fish interested and active. When you're on the anchor and your bait's not moving per se, sometimes that makes that shark get smart. So, nice about this, when you set this up to sight fish, sometimes you get stuck in some less than wonderful visibility, whether it's glare, whether it's cloud, rain, whatnot. But you always know when you're drifting and you got scent that your firing lane, if you will, is basically 11 to 1. That's why we set this boat up to drift sideways. We don't want to drift on an angle. We don't want to drift from the front or the back. We want to be sideways. You can fish an angler in the front, an angler in the back, but all eyes are focused right here. 30 feet right off the front of your stringer. Here comes a shark right now, right in the zone. Give him a little flip here. Okay, drop it, open your bail, let it go. See how you gotta drop it? I think he ate it, come tight. See, sometimes if that bait's moving and it's spinning, they know it's not normal. And as soon as you open that bail, he spun and ate it. You want to stretch your 10-pound braid there, there you go, stretch it.
Oh, we're getting the backing. The backing is now out. We have to chase this one.
Oh, no chasing. So you mean, yes, we do chase sharks, but we try not to because it interrupts your chum slick and you got to pull everything in and start over. But you do have obstacles out here with all these traps and buoys, and when he gets a good 100 yards away like now, then it becomes a concern. But put some little heat on him. See if you can catch him. That was a good bite. You hear that reel sing, smooth Daiwa drag. Woo! You feel the whole boat turn into the current there, right into the wind? You see how that did? Okay, put some pressure on him, get your line back. Nice job, Lucas. Good. That's good. So the nice thing, again, if you don't chase that fish and you can keep him under somewhat control, another fish can come and you can double up. So you work on that fish, we sit right here and see if we get his buddy to come. You'll be out here and have 8 or 10 black tips buzzing all around, I mean proper size ones, and a big bull shark or somebody comes in and you don't see and they all scatter. There is definitely a hierarchy out here of who's king. And the tiger shark is king, and the bull shark is reminding him maybe not. But those are the, yeah, you'll get bluefish, mackerel. I mean, the oil from the fish is good for everybody. And sometimes, I mean, you can be in 4 feet of water and have the world's biggest shark show up, and they're like dragging their belly on the bottom, big tiger or a hammer. You never know, they all free swim out here. I've seen the tiger sharks eat the turtles. I've seen the hammerheads chase the stingrays. I've seen them chew on the dead whales. But I will tell you that sharks are definitely into electricity in the boat, especially the tiger shark. There are times where if they get the right shark, I mean, he'll come around the boat, and if he's really intrigued with the boat, he'll find your battery source and he'll bump it with his nose. He'll scratch his back on it. They'll bite the prop, and not aggressive, just kind of massaging it, but they get, yeah, they like that energy charge. Yeah, and I've had it happen in different boats. I mean, I've had like you're in a little skiff with your battery in the back corner and have a tiger come to the boat and he's just bouncing his nose right at the back corner where the battery is. And then a boat like this, I got 4 batteries in it and it's in the middle, and he'll come to the middle of the boat and go underneath it and stay there and just rub his back on it. Or nose right in here. Not violent, but he's just investigative, trying to figure out that electricity. I've had sharks eat other sharks. I've had especially eating the black tips, man. That hammerhead will chase a black tip. I've had big sharks cut in half, and you're like, what just ate half of a 5-foot shark, right? We just had a little Atlantic sharp-nosed shark slide through here. He's about 3 feet long, so you can see him. He's kind of curious to what we got going on here. So instead of baiting him on the big shark rod, one of the cool things about being out here doing this is you can bring an array of tackle, and you can match your rod to the size shark out here. Obviously, if the 10-foot tiger shows up, we're going to throw the big spinner with the 40 braid. But if a small shark shows up, then you can toss a 10-pound spinning rod with a little chunk of bait just the same. So you don't have to catch too small a fish on a big rod, and you don't have to get schooled with a big fish on a light rod. You can set it up and do both. So you might, like I say, open the bail. He just ate it. Come tight. Nope. Do it again. Hook him again and let him go. He's good.
This is just awesome watching him eat.
See him come eat at the top, Luke.
Yeah, he bit that twice. He's a little fired up now. He might eat it again. He might go, huh? Boom. I don't know, hook him that time.
There we go. That was awesome. That's in him now.
Yeah, so it's a cool shark. He's pulling good drag. You just do your thing, and you don't have to change the drift. You don't have to pull your baits. Of course, there you go. So if you're prepared out here with the right size tackle, a couple rods rigged, and you can hand choose what sharks you want to feed, what sharks you don't, and you can match the rod to the fish, which makes it fun. You know, not every day does the big hammerhead come, so if you're going to catch these guys, then the small spinning rod makes it perfect. Handling sharks, right? First thing we say is don't try this at home. The big disclaimer, sharks bite. However, these guys you can handle, so when you want to grab a shark to let him go, you like to grab him behind the head and control him. Okay, reach down in here and grab him. Okay? Obviously, keep your fingers out of his mouth. Get him unhooked the best you can. Just pull that out there. Okay? Keep a good grip on him. This is called an Atlantic sharp-nosed shark. He's got little spots on him there. Got plenty of teeth. You rub his skin one way, You can see it's very smooth. You rub it the other way. It's rough. If you turn him over, you can tell male or female. He's got claspers there. Point out the claspers. These are claspers. Tells you that's a male shark. And it's pretty cool, and we're going to let him go. We'll refix your bait. Okay, and just like that, we haven't been doing this for just a few minutes, and we already caught one. Here's your guy. He might swipe that stringer. There he is. Film that. Just film that. We'll let him eat it. Just film him.
That was amazing.
Watch my chunk bait here. Come on. Come on. Watch my chunk bait here. Anytime you can let a hammerhead eat. How cool was that?
That was awesome.
See how fast he came in?
There's a small shark here. I'm not gonna mess with him.
Yeah, but that hammerhead, let's just see if the hammerhead comes back. I'll put him on this chunk and we'll catch him.
We just chased that other shark away.
What I tell you. Where's my chunk bait? Here, buddy. Here, buddy. Here, fishy, fishy.
Oh, they move so quick.
Oh, that's it. We got it.
Oh, he didn't want to eat it. He didn't want to eat it. Checking us out. Around the boat.
Coming underneath. He's gonna come underneath right now.
Oh, I thought he was gonna nail it.
He might. He's not done yet. Look at that footage.
This might be it here.
Oh, come on, buddy. They're smart.
He went just under it.
Fin up. He is fired up. Yeah, don't do that.
That might burn up the old Daiwa 3000.
That would be game over.
Interesting enough, he bit that, but he wasn't want to eat my big chunk right here for him. But, well, worth the price of admission.
I got him just circling the boat. He's moving fast. He's fired up.
I know. I just... Oh, on his head. See that? He didn't want it.
Coming back.
No, we're going to change my bait here quick. Just keep watching him. Just keep watching. Let me come back and see if he eats this one. This might be big enough for his attention.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's awesome.
He just ate it.
It's got a tail. It's got a tail.
Okay, come here.
All right, let's set that hook, baby.
Close that bail, wind. You got a circle hook, wind and come tight. Lift up, put a little drag on it and come tight. A little drag. All right, and you make sure you're tight on him. Get the hook in him. There we go.
It's awesome.
Woo! That's the kind of footage that I was talking about that can happen out here, boys. How cool was that?
What pound braid is this?
30? All right, we're going to chase him. We want to catch him. Clear? Yeah, he even knows he's even hooked yet. Stay parallel right there, and you're going to get a couple turns down. Okay, couple turns down, and you lift right to parallel. That's all you can do. That's as high as the rod goes. Keep it parallel.
You wind up and down that high?
You don't go any higher ever, ever, ever than parallel.
Okay. So I go like back behind him like a tarpon, or just...
Well, you can, but if you can lift above parallel, then you're lifting too high. You need to wind down and lift because you lose power with that rod the minute it gets above parallel. Yeah, you earn your bruise too. It's awesome. Fantastic, boys. So in my shark tournament that we do on the fly rod, the hammer and the tiger are the two coveted prizes. And it's very hard to catch one on fly, but this guy was excited enough he'd eat the fly. And he's big, but he's very catchable on 12 weight. Yep. Nice. Yeah, he's very catchable. And they're all muscle, buddy. All muscle. He was hot for the fly too. He would have ate the fly. Catch that on your 12 weight. Woo! Awesome. Once you put the knot in the top, I mean, you can be as aggressive as you want, but being aggressive also means you got to be smart. You have to know when to pull and when to let go. Okay? So I know that it hurts after the half hour of that on your hip, but that gives you the best leverage on that rod. Okay? And you always hear the term short pump. You want a couple turns down. You can palm the spool and you lift just a tiny little bit. All right, and again, he's right here. He's caught. What are you going to do with him now, right? We got him. Bing, there's your fish. I don't know about grabbing him for the picture, but be careful with that rod, okay? You want to... Up, 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 up. And just in case something breaks, wait on their back foot. Yep, go around the front. Attaboy.
It's a big shark.
All right, you want to put gloves on and grab the leader?
I don't know if I'm going to grab that fish.
Well, I didn't say the fish, the leader. You know, he's got a little piece of mono. You can take a good wrap and you can really feel him if you want.
I felt enough.
All right, and get him up here and let's see what I got on here for a leader with a piece of 100-pound or something, and we'll let him go. We always release sharks, let alone big, beautiful, quality sharks like this. So we're going to let this fish go. They're a lot to control, so we try hard not to grab the fish. I mean, they can get really dangerous, these guys. You can get hurt, your boat can get hurt, and the shark can get hurt. So we're going to get him close, cut him loose, break him off, whatever it takes here to let him go. He put on a good show for us. Luke's ready for a back rub. So again, when you don't have it on your hip, you see you don't have a chance to use that leverage, right? And I know you got the bruise, but then you want to wind down to him, and then you can hold the spool and you can go for broke. But just try we can get him up here one time. Okay, you got to keep on him because I can't grab this braid. There we go, let him go. Perfect.
Whew,
nice work, man. That's how we do it.
That was crazy.
8 feet long, probably weighs $180, maybe 200 pounds, 225, somewhere in that zone. You know, they get their weight, it depends on their girth. Fantastic.
That was a big fish.
All right, fans, well, there you have it. We had a chance for Luke to get his first big shark. That was a nice, big, proper hammerhead, good 8 feet long, solid. He put on a great show at the stringer. You saw how excited he was. We were able to sight fish him, fed him a bait, and caught him on a spinning rod. Out here in 12 feet of water, 8 feet long, fish weighs, give or take, 200 pounds. It's fantastic.
Good times.
So, good times, my man. Great job catching that fish. I know you earned your bruise.
I'm worn out.
That's perfect. So, any other questions you might have on shark fishing, how to set up a stringer, current, tides, drifts, you can always find Captain Mark on saltstrong.com as well as FloridaKeysFunFishing.com. We do an awful lot of shark fishing. We also do it on the fly rod, which is something that we're very well known for down here in the Keys. So anything to do with shark fishing in South Florida, don't be afraid to reach out. Until next time, Captain Mark Hollywood Johnson with the boys from Salt Strong having a ball out here in the middle of nowhere. Call it God's country if you want. Tuesday afternoon. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, everybody. Peace out.
There's something about the water that'll give you peace. All by yourself or with your family. Live Salt Strong and weather